Most people set goals from a place of who they think they are and not from their self. So imagine if I set goals or you set goals from a place of fear, from a place of the place that feels like it's not good enough. The goals are not going to be a reflection of the dream. So what we do is when we set goals with the intention of serving our future self. That's the thinking we're bringing to it. Show of hands if this is making sense so far. When we're setting goals for the future self. It's really important when we're setting goals, and the way we know that these goals are aligned to our future self and our dreams is that no one can talk you out of it. No one can talk you out of it. So I want you to imagine you're talking about your dreams and goals with your partner, with your kids, or with your friend, or someone you know in your circle, and they try to talk you out of it. If you get talked out of it, it's not your dream. It was a nice to have. It was a hobby. Did you guys hear what I just said? Really important what I just said. If someone can talk you out of it, it's not your dream. So when we were young, we had goals, dreams, and aspirations that led us to where we are in some way, shape, or form. Or maybe we didn't act on them and we are still sitting with those dreams. Today, the dreams that we have are going to create the tomorrow of who we become. So the way to think about this is that when we think about why does this journey matter to us, where we want to go, what kind of decisions we should make, how we should decide what is the wisest, most effective pathway to creating a life that we love, it must be a combination of our dreams that we have carried into who we are now and who we want to become. It cannot just be what I want in the future or what I want now. Yeah. So today is where we make decisions and take actions to fulfill our future self.
Now, if you are feeling anything in your body, the chemical reaction that happens in your body, sometimes we associate with anxiety, but we can actually choose it to give the name anxiety or excitement. It's the same chemical reaction in our body. So I choose, there's excitement here for an opportunity. Your language is powerful and will set you up for success. So when I feel something inside me, I just go, you know what? It's excitement. I'm going to set myself up for success, and this is an opportunity. So can we imagine that we're all in bumper cars? Who knows what a bumper car is at like a fair or the Easter show or wherever you are, you might have a showground. Today, we're just going to jump in our bumper cars and we're going to bump around a little bit, but we're going to have fun. And at the end of the day, we're just going to have a ride. We don't have to go anywhere on the bumper cars. We just have fun. Who's in for that with me? Beautiful.
So my philosophy of coaching is, you got to turn the trauma into triumph. That's literally your mission. If you want to have a mission, it's to feel triumphant. But let me talk about it. So my philosophy is, I've given you all these different philosophies. Mine is that our responsibility is to recognize how worthy and enough we are without the doing of anything or the achievement of a goal. To recognize and own our innate goodness and self-worth and lovableness simply for being.
Wow.
If you want a goal in life, that's the goal. That's the philosophy of metadynamics.
So the easiest way to understand compulsion is it's a way of escaping discomfort and reactivity within us. That's the definition. So compulsion is any behavior that helps us escape the discomfort and reactivity within us. We become people pleasers, caretakers, superior, I know it all, I'm bossy, demanding. How about obsessive compulsive disorder behaviors? I'm just going to clean the house a lot. Who's done that before? I'm just going to clean everything. I'm going to clean the cleanest thing in the house. I'm going to clean it so much that it's dirty again and I can clean it again. Who's done that at some point? Double clean. Compulsion is a way of escaping discomfort and reactivity within us. Yeah.
You can be as nervous as anything. We are going to get confidence by taking action. Competence builds confidence. Write that down. Competence builds confidence. Most people are waiting for the day that they are going to feel confident before they take action. I'm going to say to you, let's turn it around the other way. We are going to rely on a system. We're going to take action and we are going to get confidence from the action. At the end of today, I'm going to guarantee that we have built our confidence. Who's in for watching this guarantee unfold? Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. Absolutely love that.
So a lot of times when we speak to people, they're like, well, why would I do it now? How do you ask that question? Like, I'm asking you genuinely, why would anyone ever say, we've got this amazing opportunity for you to have your dream come true, and anyone would say, yeah, but why would I start now? I'm afraid. Are you kidding me? The urgency is meant to come from within you. Are you feeling me? The urgency is meant to come from you. I don't want to have to convince you as to why now is a good time to do that thing. I want you to know that now is all you've got. The best time was 20 years ago. The second best time was yesterday. The only time you've now got is now. And how you act now is how you will act tomorrow. Did you hear me? How you act today is how you will act tomorrow. If you've got an excuse for today, you will have an excuse tomorrow. It will just be more indoctrinated in you. I'm a little fired up this morning.
Yeah, we're loving it.
In life, not just in coaching and speaking, you make a choice. I will do easy now and have hard forever. Well, I will do hard now and have easy forever. They are your choices. That's it. You got nothing else.
Oh, so good.
You can have hard now and it will get easier, or keep putting off the f***ing hard and welcome to hard forever. Keep investing in things being easy and comfortable and the excuses and the lies and the stories, and that's your life. Hard forever. And anyone who thinks it's easy to keep lying to themselves, they're living hard. Would you agree with that? Like, a lot of people stay in their comfort zones. I just want to be comfortable. I'm really scared, blah, blah, blah. Eh. But isn't that a harder way to live than living a life of grace and courageousness? What's easy about lying? What is easy about playing small? What is easy about going to sleep one more day on this earth as you close your eyes? I could cry, knowing you didn't give it your all. How is that easier? That makes no sense to me. That makes no sense, and that's what people do every single day. I hope you're feeling me. And I want to address that directly.
Gotcha.
The whole whataboutism. But what about? But what about? Everyone's got a what about. Everyone's got it. The way I was raised is my what about, or it was for years. But in the end, when you get to the end and all you can do is look back because your days of walking, being active, and being able to make a difference in this world is behind you, how's that what about going to keep you f***ing company? If that's what you're left with when you can't do anything else about it and all you've got is the story, how will that feel? What has that story ever done for you? How has that story ever supported you, fought for you, championed you, uplifted you? The story is designed to keep you in dopamine, drugged out. It's all it's designed for. If it can get things as predictable, small as possible, your brain can relax. So we get addicted to this whataboutism. But yeah, but what if it goes badly? But what if it doesn't go at all? How's your definition of bad doing if you define it as I never did it? You guys feeling me?
A lot of people are waiting to be rescued. A lot of people are waiting to be saved. A lot of people are waiting for that, we call it someday island. They're wishing, wanting, hoping that it's going to be getting better, that things are going to change. It is not about the external changing, it's about the internal being upgraded. I'm going to say that again. Most people are waiting for their external to change. It's actually the deep internal work that needs to change, starting with I'm going to back myself. That I'm okay right now and I'm going to back myself. That I'm going to give myself 100% responsibility here and I'm going to connect and go above the line and back myself because I want more for me. And when you do that, you're not going to wait for that day to happen when it's magically going to happen. You are going to be the change. You are the source of your change right now. If you want it, be it. If you want change, you have to be the change. It's always associating what is the pleasure, what is it that you want to do. And most of the time, we're not actually thinking there is actions we need to take. But what happens if we don't take those actions? What happens if we don't take action? What would it be like in 3 years or 5 years or 10 years? Life just goes on. Life just goes on and people are magically thinking something's going to happen. But it costs us in the form of self-esteem, or it costs us in the form of a relationship, Will your children be inspired by you if you don't take action? What will it cost you if you never become who you want to be? It's such a disservice when you don't back yourself to others, to all your future clients that need you right now. So that's why I'm like, whatever the pain is, we need to lean in, associate with the pleasure. There's always a spark inside of you. You know what it is. And you can look to that and think, you know what? Whenever this whisper is inside of you saying, you know, there's more, that you can associate the pleasure with. There's so much more for you coming. So I want you to know a goal that really matters. Know your goal that really matters. Think of the goal and have a big goal. Have a look at the goal you set already. In the Harvard Business MBA study, there was this graduating class and they were asked one question. I love this one, about their goal in their life. And the question was, have they got a written goal and a plan for their achievement? I love this story. I love to share it with you because the statistics are phenomenal. That was all they were asked. They were graduating. They had done their 4 years of study MBA. Have they got a written goal and a plan? 84% of the class had no goals at all. They were winging life. Who's seen the people that are like, yeah, I'll wing it? I secretly cringe a little bit when I hear people say they're going to wing it because I know the statistics of winging. 13% of the class had written goals, but no concrete plans. And 3% of the class, guess what? They had the written goals and they had the concrete plans. And guess what the results were? They tracked them for 10 years. 10 years later, the 13% of the class that had the written goals, but not created the plans, were making twice as much money. This was tracked. They were making twice as much money as the 84 that were winging it. And the 3% of the class that had the written goal and the plan, so they had a system in place, were earning 10 times as much as any of the rest of the 97%. Because they stayed the path, because they stuck to the goal, they had a system in place, they had resources, they had accountability, they had people to support them. I want you to think big. Too many people in the world are playing small because guess what? They have never embraced uncertainty. They have seen the failure. They have listened to the people that are around them judging them. They have compared themselves to other people playing small and think it's okay. And I'm going to lovingly, lovingly, lovingly challenge you right now in this moment to think bigger than you've ever thought before. That if you are at 5%, what would 10%, 20%, 50% look like for you? Yes, a goal can feel scary, but it can also feel like a massive opportunity. And I'm going to encourage you right now to embrace that there's opportunities coming. Life is ebbs and downs. There's going to be always flows. There's always going to be pain points in our life because through the pain we grow, if we choose to. When we have pain in our life, there's always an opportunity for growth. And it's often about, are we at cause? Am I buying into the stories or am I at effect? Okay? You're responsible for your journey. If I bought into the stories that hold me back, then there's no growth. It's all about right now making decisions that your future self will thank you for.
There's actual psychological research on this. The longer you wait to act on your dreams, your confidence goes down further. The longer you wait to act on your dreams, your confidence goes down further. The quicker you act on your dreams, the more you build your confidence. That's research. That's after studying athletes, sports people, executives. There's plenty of psychological research around this. So it's so important to embrace the journey and take action now in the direction of our dreams and committing to who we want to become and then taking action, getting the right support. Because if we leave it for a year, 2, 3 years later, the confidence is going to be worse.
Takes 60 days to create a habit. If you don't believe me, go read James Clear's book, Atomic Habits. And this is where he takes us through the step-by-step guide to how to create a habit. And so what most of us do is we pick something we want to change in our life. So let's say it's smoking or drinking or not going to the gym. And what we do is we go, I'm going to do this for a week. and nothing changes. We maybe do that for a couple of days. We don't smoke for a couple of days, drink maybe less, go to the gym once or twice. And then after a few days, nothing continues. Understand this, it takes 18 days to create any kind of traction towards a new habit. Across these 18 days, our natural response is to distract ourselves, avoid it, or think of ways of not committing to it. That's what happens when we face adversity. Our ego is going to try to find all the different ways to escape. So be the certainty for yourself by simply being aware that this is going to come up. And I invite you to be a little bit more gentler with yourself. It's not a light switch you're trying to just switch off right now. You're trying to make a massive decision in your life. So commit to it. You've got this.
Sometimes we can be so focused on pain that we don't look at other opportunities that are available in our life. Show of hands if you've had a moment like that in your life. Who's had a moment? I definitely have, yeah. We've all had a moment where pain can just overtake so much of what we call life that we don't actually see what's available to us. So the success principle underneath this is, and this comes from psychology, because ICI, the whole school, everything we teach is research-based. So there's a really simple principle that's heavily supported by research, and it goes something like this. It says, you get what you focus on. You get what you focus on. So if you focus on pain, you're going to get pain. If you focus on purpose, you start living your purpose. Or what you focus on is what you get. That's another way to put it. So that's the success principle. What you focus on is what you get. So a really good question to ask ourselves at any time is, what am I focusing on? Am I focusing on all the challenges that I've got, or am I focusing on who I'm becoming through these challenges? Show of hands if you can see the two different ways to look at the same situation. Am I focused on feeling like I'm the victim of this challenge or problem in my life? Or am I looking at this challenge as an opportunity for me to grow? The moment that you're here, whatever you're going through in your life, whatever decisions you're making right now, you're literally writing the story that you're going to share tomorrow to inspire other people so that they can have a life that they love. Literally in this moment, imagine that in this moment, everything that you do, whatever you're thinking, whoever you're becoming, and whatever decisions you make, you're writing the story that you can share tomorrow. Who thinks that's pretty incredible? I think that's pretty incredible. So we get to share that with other people and inspire other people with that. So what we focus on is what we get. And if we focus on writing the story instead of being the victim of the story, we then get to share that and inspire other people and change their lives.
My mentor, Remi, taught me that there is no magic pill for success. Now, we've all heard that quote, pressure makes a diamond. And it's so right? Hard work and going after what we want, that's the formula when it comes to wanting to live our dream. We can't half-ass our effort to experience the life we want. When we really want something, we've got to go after it. It's something that we want. We've got to take it on board like it matters. And too many of us act as if this is what we want in life, like we want a fulfilling life. We want our mission to come true. We just procrastinate and we don't take the time to really commit to the life we want to live. Someone who inspires me to take massive action in life is David Goggins. And his famous quote, "Embrace the suck," is such a powerful tool when it comes to taking massive action in life. We've got to put in the work. We've got to put in the hard yards. When I was 14 years old, I was diagnosed with cancer. And as you can imagine, the journey to overcome that wasn't some easy walk in the park. I had to face chemo, I had to face surgery, I had to face overcoming the psychological battle. Every day I was looking at that light at the end of the tunnel, the hope, the wish to be healthy again. I had to have my family by my side, fighting for me with me. Without their love, I don't know where the I'd be. And from fighting for the life I wanted, for fighting for my life, it created this passionate hunger within me that's never left. And I want that to be an example of how pressure, being in an environment that's tough, that's hard, where we've got to move, it helps us be somebody that I like to call an exceptional action taker. And so I'd love to know, what is maybe something that you've been doing at the moment where you've been trying to maybe play it easy, trying to have a walk in the park-like experience when it comes to going after the life you want? And what are maybe some actions that you could start taking today that aren't that easy walk in the park, that's really getting after it, that's getting in the grr, going after the hard stuff? I invite you, if you're loving this down below, jump into the comments section and share with us what that looks like. It is not about how you do it. So many of us, when it comes to living our dream, living our purpose, we immediately go down into the how I can make this happen. All the action steps that, quite frankly, we're not capable yet to experience, to get done, because maybe we're at the starting line. We're at the very first step of our journey. And what too many of us do is drop straight into the how. What we must do today is start focusing on our why, our purpose, the reason why this matters. When we put more energy into our why, what happens is any task that could pop up, any how, any action, it's already taken care of. Why? Because it matters for us to show up. My own passion is helping create a world free of cancer. And every damn day I wake up, there's nothing that can hold me back from experiencing that, or at least taking more action towards that. And so what's your version of that? What in your life do you want to make an impact for? What's your mission that you're craving to create, to put out there and really make a difference in this world? So let me know down in the comments section below what that looks like, and keep adding to that as much as you can, because as Jim Rohn said, if the why is big enough, the how becomes easy. So get after it. Change will not come if we are waiting for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we're waiting for. We are the change we seek. That is a powerful quote by Barack Obama. Barack Obama's life story is marked by a profound commitment to social change and community empowerment. Born to a Kenyan father and American mother, Obama grew up navigating the issues of identity and belonging, which ultimately shaped his perspective on the importance of individual agency and collective action. Barack Obama's powerful quote encapsulates the essence of personal responsibility. It serves as a call to action, reminding us that meaningful change cannot be passively waited for. It must be actively pursued. By emphasizing that we are the ones we've been waiting for, Obama underscores the notion that individuals possess the agency and capacity to drive change in their own lives and in their communities. This message resonates deeply in the realm of social and political activism, encouraging individuals to take ownership of their circumstances and work towards positive transformation in their lives. Furthermore, Obama's words challenge the tendencies to defer responsibility to external factors or authorities instead of waiting for someone else to enact change or the perfect conditions to arise. He urges us to recognize our own power and agency in affecting change. By acknowledging that we are the change that we seek, Obama empowers us individuals to step into leadership roles, become agents of progress and innovation. Ultimately, this quote serves as a rallying cry for proactive engagement and collective action, inspiring individuals to embrace their roles as drivers of change in our world.
Feel the fear and do it anyway. We are all going to experience the fear. The fear will always be there. The fear is not going away, but it's about us building our capacity to lean in. So fear at any time can grow bigger and bigger and bigger the more we feed it. Ties in with what you focus on is what you get. You can focus on your fear, you can build your fear, the fear will be there. Or you can go in a different way and build that trust and realize, if you lean into the fear that I don't know how to do this yet. It's okay. I literally was coaching someone on this yesterday, thinking they didn't know how to do something, and it was to do with their finances. Their parents hadn't had a lot to do with finances and they didn't know. And I said, I was at the airport because I flew from Sydney. I was coaching. I do my best coaching at airports. I literally was like, if you had to jump on a plane and be the pilot and fly it right now in this moment, could you do it? They're like, no. I said, this is exactly the same with your finances. You're not understanding. You've got to learn this part. If you don't have it within you, that's okay. You weren't taught it. So now it's learning, and it's giving ourselves permission that we don't have to know everything. More is coming, learning is on the way. It's about say yes and figure out how. More comes once we say yes, because we then have the opportunities to be around and learn the skills. Most of the time we're assuming that we're not human, that we are like robots and should know everything. We are human. We don't have to know anything. That's perfectionism. We got rid of that, remember? Flick it off, flick it off, flick it off. We don't have to have it. We just give ourselves permission to learn and be human. Now, most people are wishing things were easier. Become more equipped. I'm going to say that again. Most people are wishing things are easier. I want you to become more equipped. A goal is here. We're here. We're here. And our goal is over here. And the gap between here and over there is building yourself. There's plenty of time over the next couple of years to go on this journey together. Over the next few years, you can build your capacity, get more resources, have more beliefs around yourself, back yourself, utilize the tools, tap into the resources, have the mentoring. It is about becoming more equipped. And there's plenty of time, but it is always about taking action. We have some amazing coaches in our community. We have a single mum in Tasmania with 8 children who is a very, very successful coach. I will find a way. She's got her own radio station. She started off not being able to manage things, and now she's got her own radio station, sharing and being impactful. 8 children. We have another mum, a single mum, 7 children. She's not wishing things were easier. She found a way. It is all about saying yes to your dreams. I love the sentence, say yes and figure out how. I took that away from Fox. I'm going to say yes and I'm going to figure out how. Give me a show of hands if you are committing to, I'm going to say yes and I am going to figure out how. Give me 2 hands like this if you are committed.
I care about your success and dreams, and that's why I'm going to say this. So I really want you to receive it with love. If we want to create success in our life, we need to show up with urgency, with hunger. We need to show up with the energy like this really matters. And when something really matters, we don't sit passively. We actively participate in it. Show of hands if you have children. Who here has children? Yeah. So our children matter to us. That's why we engage with them and play with them, so that they can have wonderful memories, so that we can get them the life that they want. So your relationship with your dreams needs to be that which really matters. I get it that maybe there is a part of you that feels like, oh, what if I say the wrong thing? What if what I have to say, nobody else wants to hear it? What if it's different? What if it's not welcome? It's okay to have those fears. It really is. Marianne Williamson said that when we give ourselves permission to shine, that's when other people naturally feel the permission to shine. So you have to give yourself the permission that you are worthy of whatever opinion you have to share, whatever it is that you've written, whatever it is that you have thought of. You don't have to wait to be perfect. I wasn't perfect when I started, and neither am I now, and never am I going to be. None of us is. Show of hands if you're imperfect. Who here is imperfect? Both hands are going to go up. Yeah. So we've got to show up with the imperfection. We've got to show up with the imperfection. We've just got to show up with whatever bits and pieces of thoughts we have. We're not going to have the best articulation at the beginning of our journey. But the way we're going to learn how to articulate our thoughts is by articulating them and speaking them, the thoughts, in an imperfect manner, in a broken manner. So I need you to show up for you. This is not for me.
Thank you so much for watching that video. I trust you took massive value away. Click one of the videos here if you want to geek out some more with us. Also, if you're interested in becoming a coach and exploring that journey, click one of the links down here and come join us at the International Coaching Institute, and let's explore living your dream.